Special thanks to our promotional partners at the American Philatelic Society.
The APS is the largest stamp collecting organization in the world, supporting collectors of any level worldwide.
For more information about membership and APS services, visit stamps.org.
I'm Michael Cortese of Noble Spirit in Pittsfield, New Hampshire.
And I'm Charles Epting from H.R. Harmer in New York City.
And this is Conversations with Philatelists. Charles, we've done this one before.
We have. It feels like it's been a little while, though, since we've caught up with Stampex.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to be talking to Isobel today.
Isobel Klempka.
Yeah.
She's with the PTS, who puts on Stampex. It is the largest national British philatelic exhibition. And we are excited. I was at London 2022 earlier this year, which sort of replaced Spring Stampex. But Stampex is this great ongoing tradition in British philately. And we're super excited to be able to touch base with Isobel from the show and just hear a little bit about how things are going. I'm
from the show floor. It's ended today, so it's running the 28th through October 1st. We're recording this on the 28th.
So the end of day one of Stampex.
Absolutely. So, without further ado, let's bring in Isobel, see how it's going.
Let's bring her in.
All right.
Hi guys, how are you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
That's Dave from Stamp Auction Network. Everyone's just leaving,
so
this is a good time. That
I owe Dave an email. Tell him I'll email him in a minute.
Charles is emailing you tomorrow. Hilarious. I think he's just been clowning around. Bye, Fran. See you later. Sorry, literally everyone is leaving.
It looks like a mass exodus. How was today? How's everything going?
Day, oh my god, so good. We've literally closed about 5 minutes ago, so people are leaving. It's been very, very busy, which is excellent. And I thought I'd just take you through. I thought I could give you virtually a tour of the show.
Yeah,
perfect.
So I'll twist my phone round the other way so everyone can see. So starting at the welcome desk, let me see. So here we are. This is our welcome desk. And then this is on the village green. So this is what we had at the last show. So we've changed the format as before. So it's a really, really great way just to be able to introduce and see people. And then this is the village green. We've obviously changed the format again. So this is where we have our Stampex talks in the eBay auditorium, so sponsored by eBay, which has been brilliant. And we've got like a really packed talk schedule. So we've got loads of talks going on, which are all being streamed on Facebook. We had a sound issue, really, really good. We had a slight sound issue today, but we've cured that for tomorrow. So that should be much, much better. And then we've got the eBay stand here, and we've got the exhibits, some of them here. And then we've got Laser Invest and Philasearch and Stanley Gibbons. Royal Mail have done a lovely collector's lounge over there. We've got the Royal Philatelic Society London. We've got Lighthouse and De Walders, and we've done some new advertising spaces at this show. So we've got this one here where you can see the Glasgow Stamp Shop. So very prominent position, quite funny. We're only 4 meters from this sign, not 400 miles. I don't know if you can read that, but and then Philasearch have done some great branding right the way up the center of the stairs, which is really, really cool. And they've taken these panels as well, just showing which brands obviously work with them. So we've got up the stairs. I'm actually running. I don't know. And then we've got obviously as before, so all the other dealers up here. It's getting quieter, which is very, very nice. Show closed to the public about 10 minutes ago, and then everyone just closes down after that. So they've got about 20 minutes to pack down the stands and everything. We've got BB stamps here. We've got a Grosvenor, sorry, I'm just interrupting conversations. And then we've changed, let me just twist us around. And then we've changed the sort of format of the show. So downstairs, on the mezzanine here, downstairs, I don't want to talk about. On the mezzanine here, we've got the front part with all the stands. And then at the back, we've got the tables, which is something new to the show. And these tables are all the table dealers here.
Okay.
Which has gone really, really well. Really, really good. And then we've got Stamp Active at the back, the kids charity, and we've got loads and loads of things happening around the show. I was going to grab some people, but hilariously, I think everyone's gone to the pub.
Right.
We also have, yeah, I know.
After a show, like, I don't blame them.
It's been a great day though. It's been really busy, which has been brilliant. And we've had some TV broadcaster here, so they've been interviewing loads of people, and we had a photographer down for a couple of the national newspapers, so it's been a busy day as well, so lots of things going on. We've also got Stamp Auction Network, who are partnering with us to do the marketplace, which has officially launched this morning. So if you're not at Stampex, obviously you can go online and shop from the PTS members there. The Corin Filler and Heinrich Koller, this is their stand here. They did this brilliant partnership with the GBPS, the Great Britain Philatelic Society, which allows them to have an info desk as part of their stand, which has been brilliant for them. So the GBPS obviously just showcasing their books and the information, and obviously, you know, getting people to join up and things like that. So that's really, really good. And then that's obviously in partnership with the Global Philatelic Network.
Right.
So, Charles, you might have been aware of that.
I've heard of them before.
Yeah. Really? Are you sure?
Fortunately, my bosses aren't there to ask me what I'm up to in the office.
And then we've got this wonderful collection here. So every show we have a court of honor, which is celebrating a philatelist exhibition, and it's a Stampex court of honor. So it's not like a philatelic. It is a philatelic court of honor, but not like a traditional philatelic court of honor. For instance, we've had Freddie Mercury's stamp collection. We've had Sophie Ellis Bextor's stamp collection. We've shown other leading exhibitors as well. And this is Chris Harmon's, one of his collections, which is really brilliant. So the Challen head of Queen Victoria. So, and we've got like a really nice display, and Chris is coming down to the auditorium on Friday to do a talk all about it. So that should be really, really interesting. So that's a great one to have. So it's just a really nice display that we've got here. So it's very, very bright.
Fantastic. So how many booths would you say you have compared to the last Stampex? Is it a similar number of?
I think we've got a similar sort of number of booths. Yeah, sort of. I think the format of the show is just sort of slightly changed.
Yeah.
So obviously we've got with the tables on the mezzanine.
Did bringing the table dealers in bring new dealers who maybe haven't done Stampex before? Did that open it up to a new sort of new segment of the hobby? Would you say? Yeah,
I think more people got involved or could get involved. I think that was one of the things that allowed them to do. But really, it was also when we moved them down, some dealers down from the gallery bays as well. So we so that meant that they were there. But what it's done, I was just speaking to someone earlier, and I think what it's done is it's created like an ongoing buzz throughout the day. So there's like lots. It feels like constantly chatty, so you kind of have that hum of voices all along, rather than just rather than them stopping sort of thing. And it's sort of like, or there's a lull in that. It's just kept that pace going as such. So I think that it's that, but definitely the the level of dealers we've got European dealers, we've got people from the States. I think that it's about the same level as the last show. I think that there's always that want of it to have more dealers, or have other people here, but I think we've got a good level and a good mix, which is a nice thing to have, really.
So adapting and kind of learning how to push digital throughout this whole process. You had the virtual Stampex. What made it from the last Stampex into this one that was wildly successful, or what didn't make it into this Stampex because you didn't see as much interest in it as you thought there would be, or
Yeah, so obviously, you know, at the last Stampex, we had the online marketplace.
right?
And we just used our website to do that. And it was really, really simple. It was like we just uploaded people's, things from their website. They sent over 10 images and then we uploaded them. And then we can, sorry, I'm trying to get in a better lighting position. And then we uploaded them and then there was just a link through to their website. So obviously partnering with the Stamp Auction Network has taken that to the next level. And it's given us a much, much more sophisticated platform. And I think that it's like created a lot more excitement in terms of like, if you're abroad, you can't make it to London, there is the opportunity to, buy or take part in Stampex in some way, shape or form. And I think that the talks also allow people to do that as well, having them live streamed. And what we're going to do is have the talks actually available, so I can download them and upload them, so that they'll be on the YouTube channel as well. I think that what we did at the last show was we charged a fee for people to listen to those talks, and actually at this show what we've done is said, no, we're going to let everyone enjoy them and they're open for everyone. And I think that's a really, really good thing for collecting and to make it more inclusive as such. So that's what we've done on those sort of two elements. Obviously, at the last show, we had this big space, which was a digital zone. And we don't have that at this show. We discussed doing something similar to it, but actually the digital things that we've done are online, and it makes it easier to do what we've been doing. So I think that, we've got the right sort of balance. And we looked at the other sort of side of things, like the digital zone and what it was doing. And we've actually looked at that sort of social media engagement and how that, what's happening within social media in philately that people are doing. And one of the things that we were looking at is this like extreme philately concept. And actually what we've done is partnered with them or worked with a few people, and we've created this, I don't know if you can see because of the sunshine, which is really irritating, this extreme philately display. So we've just explained like what extreme philately is, how to do it, like what the objective is. And really extreme philately is all about the social element of philately and engagement, and getting people like searching stamps when they might be going on holiday, or just having a bit of fun. And so we've just like we've very kindly these extreme philatelists, so Graham Beck, Richard the Philatelist, Stamp Cat, Jan Morin, and the punk philatelists have sent us, have basically gone out and taken extreme philately photos. So we've got them here and then shared them with us. So we've created this amazing display, and then we've done this have a go section. We've got all their stamps. So they've really kindly sent us their stamps, which are here. And we've got tweezers. And then you basically just have a go.
Yeah.
So, and then you take a picture and obviously put it on social media. So that's quite a fun thing to do. And then we've got Royal Mail really kindly sent us their Transformer stamps, which are new out. So they're quite cool. And so we got some Transformers, and we can create the extreme philately with the Transformers as well. So it's just a bit of fun, and I think that we've got a couple of schools coming down this week, and there's like for kids, and just to get more people, and for the younger generation to get online and what people are doing online, and it is just a bit of fun. But it is really cool. So I think doing something like that, which will hopefully get people connected with online and what's happening with philately online as well. So that's sort of something like that. So it's a different sort of take on what we're doing. But obviously we've still got the collectors lounge, and we've got the stamp talks this year sponsored by eBay, which is great to see them supporting supporting more, and we've got and obviously we have our headline sponsor, so Spink there, still partnering with us and doing really great things. So lots going on, but I think there was quite a few learnings from the last show as well, but allowed us to develop different things and have a think about what we wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I was wondering, Isabel, there's been a lot of news out of the UK recently, both with the Queen's passing and now the Royal Mail strike going on, both of which, the first is national news. The second is a bit more relevant to our trade. How have those impacted Stampex, if at all? Have you, I assume that the thought of new King Charles stamps coming out from Royal Mail is something that's bittersweet to people, both exciting and sad at the same time. So what has the feeling been, again, with those two big news events coming out of the UK sort of coinciding with Stampex?
Yeah, I mean, it's so interesting. So we've actually got a condolences board that we're running for the Queen, Queen Elizabeth, just for that. And it is really interesting from a PR point of view. Obviously, press are asking just exactly that question, and there's two different sorts of sides to. I actually just wrote a piece as well about it. So for dealers, I mean, some dealers are thinking, what's happening here? It's great. Like, collectors will be able to collect 70 years of QE2 stamps. That's excellent. There's not, when the next King Charles III stamp will be, all that sort of thing. But I think that if anything, it's a great moment for Lassalle, because it just is, people are talking about it, which is wonderful, because that's what we want, more and more people to talk about, stamps and what will be and what's to come. Because I think that, the more you make it a wider topic of conversation, the better. And then you get it in the mainstream, and that's exciting in itself. And the Royal Mail strikes. So it's just, I suppose, just one of those things, isn't it? You just have to run with whatever happens, right?
Yeah. So the one thing I wanted to ask about last time, one of the things that I liked the most was the kind of mock auction you had for youth. Do you have that again for?
Yes, we do. So that's going to be on Saturday at 2:00. And it is exactly that. It's like a mock, a sort of like, a fake auction as such. It's actually a real life auction, and they bid. So it's all done like exactly like a normal auction, and they bid on things. And they spend time on the Stamp Active stand before, and so it's a really exciting thing. It is so brilliant, and the kids love it, and the noise levels are insane, because they all get really carried away. They like 30 is like absolutely mental. So it is really nice. And that's on Saturday at 2:00. So it's always well attended, so it's a nice thing to do.
I thought that was a fantastic idea last time. I'm glad to hear
really fun
that it's happening again.
So the kids, so the youth zone. So also on Saturday we are celebrating World Postcard Day. So we've got some post crossers hosting a post crossing meetup. We'll be doing like a really great talk about postcards, and we will be having we've got the post crossing have very kindly sent us World Postcard Day postcards to give out to people. So we've got those here as well, and the post crossers come down, meet and have a chat and connect and write loads of postcards, and it's a really fun thing to do, and we celebrate World Postcard Day, which is fantastic. Great.
And I know you still got a couple more days of show here, but for people who want to plan future PTS and Stampex events, what can they look forward to in the UK, either later this year or in the early part of 2023? I know it's probably I know I'm your mind is probably at the show right now.
I'm like day one of the show, Charles. I'm like let's discuss what's going on. So, for the rest of the year, we will be, obviously we've got the PTS awards. So any great ideas, initiatives and things like that, like, for PTS members, they can obviously enter the PTS Awards. That's something we'll be doing later in the year. We also have, so there'll be 2023. Oh my God, it feels so long away, but obviously it's going to be here tomorrow. We're looking at something virtual, so virtual Stampex or something like that. Not entirely sure if I'm meant to be saying this, but I have done. Sorry, everyone out there. That's sometime like in the first half of the year, and then obviously next year Stampex around about the same dates again. So it will be like the 29th or something like that of October. Yeah, so I mean that's sort of like event-wise is where our heads are currently at. But obviously day one of Stampex 2022.
A few more days.
We've got I've got 3 show days left. I've got another 12 talks to do before.
Oh, wow.
It's good though. Been learning a lot.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for taking the time out to.
Oh no, thank
to
you so much.
Yeah.
Really, really good to see you both.
Yeah, hopefully
you as well. Enjoy the show. Say hi to all of our friends over there. Hopefully next year we'll be there in person. I'm
amazing. I shall do. Yeah. Hopefully I'll see you both next year. Perfect.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Nice to see
Thanks,
you.
Isobel.
Cheers, guys. Bye. Bye.
I know we always say this when we talk to people who are on location somewhere. What am I going to say? I'm jealous.
Oh, right.
I'm sitting at my desk. I've got stamps.
Yeah.
I don't get me wrong. I love being at my desk with stamps in front of me.
Yeah.
But I would love to be in London at the show right now.
No, it looked really nice.
Yeah, even from that, we saw a couple of people heading out of the hall. It's like, familiar faces that again, I'm excited for everyone who gets to be there. We should really try and do it next year.
Yeah.
It's not Premier League season, is it?
Right now?
Right now.
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah, but they're on international break right now.
Gotcha. Well, if it coincides next year, we should go to the game.
There's a game this Saturday. It was international break last weekend. This Saturday during Stampex, there's a game in.
Then next year, Stampex and a Chelsea game. What do you say?
Yeah, no, I'd love that.
Let's plan on it. But no, I'm very glad we got to catch up with Isobel. The PTS is always very accommodating. I love being able to hear from them, love working with them, and just really excited for everyone who gets to be at Stampex this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. So as you're listening to this, watching this, Stampex is going on right now. It's go see the show. Go to the show.
Go to their virtual show front.
Yeah.
They're teaming up with Stamp Auction Network. You can buy stuff that's at the show online. You can purchase as if you're there. So I think that's awesome. But no, this was fun to get a little peek.
October 1st. Yeah.
Yep, fun to get a peek behind the scenes. While the show was closed like that.
Absolutely. Looks great. Thank you to Isobel. Thank you to the Stampex team. As always, we are on Spotify, Google, Apple Podcasts, flylypodcast@gmail.com, flylypodcast.com,
YouTube, you name it. We're not very difficult to find. So
no.
Yeah, this was fun. We'll be back next week with a full episode in addition to this mini episode. But no, it was again a lot of fun to get a peek behind the scenes of Stampex.
Yeah, absolutely. Until next time.